as they lost 4-1 to the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Cleveland team who won 100 games, 62 losses. Arizona won 94 and lost 68. And it was a pretty tight game through the first 4 innings, a 1-1 game. And then in the 6th inning, Arizona finally got to the starter for Cleveland and was able to get to him for Trevor Bauer for 4 runs total in the game. He struck out 2, walked 2, struck out 3, lasted 5 2/3 inning. Pomeranz and Perez finished up for Cleveland, while Marcus Stroman went 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 4 walks, 10 strikeouts, and Brocchio held it. Bradley got his 4th save of the postseason and got 2 strikeouts in that 9th inning, and that's pretty much how Game 1 ended. Game 2 was not as pretty, as literally in the 1st and 6th inning for Arizona, they did not score, but in innings 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, they literally put up runs in each of those innings. Cleveland only scored in the 5th and 2 in the 8th, as they lost 12-3 despite the 2 errors by Arizona in Game 2. We still found a way to win the game and go on. AJ Pollock, boy, what a game he had. 2 home runs in the game. Sousa Jr. also a 3-run homer, and Avila went yard to really put this thing, to kind of get things going. Avila suffered a twisted ankle sliding into second base after hitting a base hit, going 3 for 3, but then he had to leave the rest of the game as Maldonado came in for him the rest of the way in that game, in game number 2, and everyone else pretty much was the same in this game. So Kane and Campello both drove in RBIs in that game, as Ray went 8 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, and Delgado pitched a very good 9th inning, while Corey Kluber, the Cleveland Indians ace, as both him and Bauer just had a rough start in this game, as they lost, as he only lasted 4 innings in this game, allowed 8 hits, 6 runs all earned, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and then Pomeranz, Hoyt, Ontero, and Goody all finished up for Cleveland, not in the great sense. So, and you're here, good. I didn't think you would miss out on Game 3 here tonight. So that is where we are at for game number 3, as we finally head back to Arizona for this game. Now Clevenger and Walker, both pitchers, both sporting a 3.02 ERA in this game. And for tonight, alright, so we're going to go with the 2001 uniform tonight, as a celebration of that 2001 championship team. And the roof will be open. Not a cloudy sky to be seen right now. So Taijuan Walker will get tonight's start. He is 1-1. Oh, he was hurt. Okay, might be a good idea to take him out of the lineup. Okay, so we'll just go with the next pitcher, which is Shelby Miller, and he has been rock solid for us in this thing. So Taijuan Walker not able to start tonight due to back issues, as tonight the starting lineup, as you can see, Garrett Hampson at second, Marte at short, Goldschmidt at first, Lamb at third, then Buxton, Sousa Jr., Marwin Gonzalez in right and left field, Avila behind the plate, and Shelby Miller on the mound tonight. So Byron Buxton getting the start tonight, as AJ Pollock going kind of take a little bit of a breather here for this game, which hey, he deserves it, especially after the last game. Now we head to what should be a good one. So Kane, Murphy, Ramirez, Lindor, Naquin, Encarnacion Valdez, and then Andrew Knapp behind the plate tonight again, and Clevenger facing off against Shelby Miller tonight. So this should hopefully be a good game tonight. Hopefully Shelby Miller has brought his good control tonight. We certainly do need it. So welcome everybody to Chase Field as the Diamondbacks lead the World Series 2-0, as Cleveland is hoping to rewrite things and hopefully grab two. Well, let's see, the next 3 games are here. Hopefully grab 2 out of 3 here in Arizona. As you can see, sold out crowd just like Cleveland. The roof is open. It looks like it is an absolutely beautiful night here. So as you can see, 4-1, 12-3, and no doubt Arizona outscoring the Indians right now. The defense has only given up 4 runs in this World Series. So Clevenger, Shelby Miller will go at it here tonight for the 2019 World Series here at Chase Field. As you can see, the home team introductions for this game. And of course everyone will stand in silence for the national anthem. Expecting a win. And we will return in just a bit. So welcome back everybody. We are here at Chase Field for game number 3 of the Cleveland Indians and the Arizona Diamondbacks. As the MLB Network televising this, you're here on the Worldwide Radio Network as we are covering this game 3 here tonight. We're covering all the games of the World Series this season. So Shelby Miller comes out. He is sporting a 1-0 long hair. Both guys are 28 years old, except Clevenger's in his 3rd year and 7th year for Shelby Miller. There's a lineup for the Indians. As I stated before, their best hitter right now is Andrew Knapp with average 450, batting 450 right now for the Indians, and they'll certainly need some luck tonight. Shelby Miller with his 3rd start of the postseason, 1-0 record, 1.69 ERA, 16 innings pitched, and 1 walk, 18 strikeouts. Very impressive for Shelby Miller this year, as he has really done a great job as he finishes his warm-up tosses. Now you had to figure that they're going to bust out the old jerseys tonight. And why not? There's the defense. Gonzalez, Buxton, and Souza. Hampson, the Gold Glove winner at 2nd. Goldschmidt, Marte, and then Lamb at 3rd. And then, of course, Avila behind the plate. Miller on the mound. So Avila's ankle must be okay. He's ready to go. And here is Lorenzo Cain so far, 1 for 8 in the first 2 games of the World Series, 1 RBI. As he is talking to Alex Avila as he steps in finally, and we can get things underway. So he will be facing a 2-1 count. And Miller, as Cain goes after this one, pops it up, and that is easily taken care of by Alex Avila. So 1 away, and definitely not the start the Indians wanted. And here Daniel Murphy also 1 for 8 in the first 2 games of the World Series. Now he is hoping to maybe get the rust off somehow. So Miller, as ball will go into the crowd. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. A very nice 59 degrees here in Arizona. Much different than the low-end 30s that we had for the first 2 games of the World Series in Cleveland. There's a nice 12-6 curve. So 2-way. Shelby Miller seems to be on point here in the first inning. And here's Jose Ramirez, 2 for 9. No home runs, no RBIs here in the first two games of the World Series. And there's the ball outside, 3-1. And Francisco Lindor on deck. Ramirez, who hit 39 home runs, hit 40 last season. Has gone twice in the postseason, has not gone yard in this World Series. There is our home plate umpire tonight, Larry Bullard, with Kingsley, Simmons, and Johnson at first, second, and third. So full count. Shelby Miller looking for that out pitch, and he lost him. So Ramirez will take first with two-way, and Miller will just have to concentrate on Francisco Lindor. And here he comes, 1 for 8, 1 home run, 1 RBI, as he slammed that in game 1. And he also faces a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Got to be wary of Ramirez. Is known to steal. Of course, Francona does play aggressively with his base runners, just like he did in Boston. And that ball goes foul. And that was right off the back end there, where those fans are behind us, or behind home plate. And that ball goes foul again. 1 ball, 2 strikes still. So the fans gotta be loving it. First World Series here since 2001. And that ball goes foul. Of course, the last time the Diamondbacks were in the playoffs was 2011. And popped him up, and looks like Sousa Jr. will have a beat on it. And they catch 1, 2, 3 innings and 1 walk. No damage to anybody. As Arizona comes up, we have Hampson, Marte, and Goldschmidt coming up. And there is Corey Lavello, the manager of the Arizona Diamondbacks, and here is his lineup: Hampson, Marte, Goldschmidt, Lamb, Buxton, Sousa Jr., Gonzalez, Avila, and then Shelby Miller. Team hit 159 home runs total last season. Right now, third start of this postseason for Clevenger. 1-0 record, 3.00 ERA, 14 strikeouts, 4 walks. So, a lot to look out for with this young man. Basically pitches like he's pitching from the stretch. There's the defense: Valdez, Naquin, Kane, Ramirez, Lindor, Murphy, and Encarnacion. Nap behind the plate, Clevenger on the mound. And there you can see a great view of the roof opening here at Chase Field tonight. And here is Garrett Hampson. 2 for 8 in the series so far. As he had, there's a strike with a slider, 55 RBIs during the regular season.
That's a tough pitch to take right there.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Clevenger would like a painless first inning if he could. And caught the corner with that slider. And there's 1 away. As Hampton thought maybe that was going to be a little high for a ball. Here's Marte, 0 for 7. Those first 2 games of the series. We would like for this young man to get going, and he inherits a full count. And oh my goodness, boy, he's going for the high strikes here. The 2-way, and there's the bracket so far, 2-0 in favor of Arizona. And here is Paul Goldschmidt, 2 for 9, 1 RBI. No home runs his first 2 games. He does have 2 home runs in the postseason. And he has a 3-0 count. There's ball 4. He had to wait Didn't know if that was going to get called a strike, so Goldschmidt will go to first base as Clevenger gives up his first walk of the series, his fifth of the postseason. And here's Jake Lamb, 3 for 9, no home runs, 2 RBIs, 2 home runs in the post stands. There's a nice curve. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there.
I mean, Goldschmidt to me, with that 60 speed, I wouldn't think it's much of a threat to steal, but you never know. And that, look out, first base umpire. Another curve. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mellow, and Goldschmidt will make it in there into second base with a stolen base. Nice job there, as he got a good jump, and that was really inside, napped through all he could there, but no chance of getting Goldschmidt. So he's 6th on the team in home runs this postseason is Jake Lamb. Is a ground ball right to second. And there's the out. 1, 2, 3 inning. No damage done. So we get through the end of 1. And we still have no score. Naquin, Encarnacion, Valdez due up. And here's Tyler Naquin, 0 for 7 in the first 2 games. No home runs, no RBIs, as he has had his issues. As that ball will go foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
And just on the outside, 3 and 2.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy in innings and think you're going to have any success.
He made him chase after that high fastball. Jake Lamb in foul territory. Has it 1 away. So Naquin. And here's Edwin Encarnacion, 1 for 6 in the series. 2 home runs during the postseason. Has not gone yard here through the first 2 games of this series. Ooh, heck of a 12-6 curve. And Encarnacion will just sit down after that one. If you take a look at just how far that thing dropped. 12-inch break on that thing. So Tim Valdez, as he inherits a 1-1 count.
Standing in now, Tim Valdez.
There's a nice strike with a 2-seamer. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
28 years old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft. Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right.
And just on the corner. That is rule the ball, 2 and 2. And that ball goes foul, so still 2 balls, 2 strikes. As he a little jam job, but Souza is there for the nice catch. And a 1-2-3 inning. Heck of a play there by Steven Souza Jr. Beautifully done. We got a bottom of the 2nd inning. Still no score. And here's Byron Buxton, 0 for 4. Through the first 2 games of the series. He stole 18 bases during the regular season. And there's a ball downstairs. It's a very nice catch by Steven Souza Jr. Keeping the zeros on the hit column for the Indians. that is not ruled. It's down low, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a ball upstairs, seeing if he would chase. So full count. And this is a man you're an Indians fan, you do not want on the bases. And that ball goes foul. So still 3-2. And again, foul ball. So fans ripping on their homer hankies, and there's a fly ball at center field and 1 away. Nate Quinn takes care of that. And here's Steven Souza Jr. 3 for 7, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. He has 4 in the postseason.
Still looking for our first hit in the game.
And a ball downstairs, so 3 balls, 1 strike. Tied for first on the team with 4 home runs this postseason. The big question is who's going to break that tie. And there's ball 4, so Souza Jr. bat goes out in his hands. He goes down to first, and he's also a potential threat to steal. I mean, Goldschmidt can steal, then why not Souza Jr.? The second walk of the evening for Clevenger, and here's Marvin Gonzalez, 2 for 8. 2 for 8 here in the series. As you can see, 1 ball, 1 strike count. Clevenger keeping an eye on Souza Jr. And popped him up, and looks like Ramirez has a play out in foul territory, 2 away, and Souza Jr. will remain at first base. And here is Alex Avila, 4 for 7, 1 home run, 2 RBIs in the World Series. And I mean, boy, what a time he picked to really get hot with the bat. And there's a strike with a curve. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Third on the team with 4 doubles is Alex Avila. And this ball is a deep fly, but looks like Kane has a 1-2-3 inning, and that will end the second inning. So still no runs, no hits, no errors. 8, 9, and 1 due up as we go to the third inning. So here's Andrew Knapp, 0 for 4. He started the first game. And there is that beautiful 12-6 curve by Shelby Miller. He really knows how to spot that thing well. So upstairs, 2-2. That is like his go-to out pitch. And just a bit low, so full count. Clevenger, the pitcher, would be next.
It just opens up so many options. Do we bunk him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally?
And got him with the cutter. Yep, now the game begins here in the third. So Shelby Miller with a nice strikeout of Andrew Knapp on that nice cutter. And now we have 1 away, and here's Clevenger, the pitcher. And this is his first time hitting since he does pitch in the American League. And there's a ball outside, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike
And
zone.
just missed on the corner. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Shelby needs to maybe dial it back and get this thing back in order. Mike Clevenger, the pitcher.
You get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back.
So full count here, and Shelby Miller looking for another strikeout. And Clevenger gets a piece of it. And popped this up. Will it stay in play is the question. Yes, it will. Goldschmidt making a nice play, 2 away. That's Clevenger is retired. And here is Lorenzo Cain playing right field tonight after playing center field the first 2 games. There's a swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Cain is what I would call a free swinger. And popped him up once again, and Goldschmidt is coming in on the play, 1, 2, 3 inning. So nicely done. As again, nothing happening for Cleveland. And Miller, Hampson, and Marte do up 9, 1, and 2. And here is Shelby Miller, 167. Here in the postseason, 2 RBIs, none bigger than that big hit he had against the Dodgers that drove in 2 RBIs. So 1 ball, 1 strike count. There's a healthy swing and slider coming up short. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. There you can see it's sold out. Standing room only. SRO tonight. And a ball with the curve, 2 and 2. So let's see. Clevenger up 34 pitches, Miller 41. So still both pitchers doing very well. And ball 3, so full count, same as before in the last half inning with Clevenger. And except the result was different. So Miller takes first base. Clevenger flew out to Goldschmidt and hit that bat. So it's not like you have major speed here at first base. And here's Garrett Hampson. He struck out on a very right where that number 2 is. He was punched out. Clevenger. And this is straight to center field. Naquin will take care of it, 1 away. Yep, walk is as good as a hit. And here's Ketel Marte playing shortstop tonight. Nick Ahmad is on the bench just in case he is needed. And there's the ball downstairs, so full count. Marte suffered the results before, strikeout on a very borderline pitch. And that will go to Naquin again. So 2 away after getting a runner at first base. So after the walk, 2 flyouts to Naquin in center field, and we have Goldschmidt. He walked the first plate appearance and stole second for his, I believe, first stolen base of the postseason. And that is right up the middle. So base hit. So 2 on, 2 out. Goldschmidt with a nice hit there. And this was right back to the pitcher. Jake Lamb grounded out the first time. He inherits a 1-1 count. Errors a ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Yep, very nice hit. Runners leading off just a little bit. And there's a ground ball right to Murphy at second. And a 1-2-3 inning. So no damage here except the first hit did come through for the Diamondbacks thanks to Goldschmidt. Still no scores. We go to the 4th inning. Murphy, Ramirez, and Lindor due up. And here is Daniel Murphy, struck out in the 1st inning.
We begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings.
As right now both pitchers really doing extremely well. Goldschmidt, what a stab at first base. Nice play. And there's 1 away. Murphy hit that hard, but Goldschmidt had a nice glove to knock it down and step on first base for the out. Here is Ramirez. 0 for 1 in the game.
Now here's the pitch.
And Shelby Miller continues to have that 12-6 curve working. And that one was just a little bit too close for comfort. And there's a ground ball right to Hampson. And there's 2 away. And here is Francisco Lindor, 0 for 1 in the game, fly out in the 1st inning, and he inherits a 3-1 count.
See how long he can keep this dominance up.
And this will go foul.
But this will be foul. Payoff pitch on.
And again a foul ball. Kind of the funny thing is, every time I think of Cleveland now, I think of the movie Major League. And there's the foul ball. And popped him up to left field. And Gonzalez has it 1-2-3 innings of Shelby Miller just doing a fantastic job starting tonight. So Buxton, Souza Jr., Gonzalez, and bottom of the 4th inning, no score. As there's our TV commentary team, as again, you're here on the Worldwide Radio Network, here for Game 3 of tonight's 2019 World Series. And here's Buxton, flew out in the 2nd inning when there's a base hit for Buxton, and that's what he is so good at. So Buxton, he is absolute threat to steal, and no doubt Velo will have the signal for him to go. And, oh, they got him picked off at first base. Oh, my goodness.
Knowing who you've got at the plate, this guy can put one over the fence, no problem.
So Clevenger picks off Buxton at first base, and, boy, that's a big out. So, 1 ball, 1 strike count to Souza Jr. As that will hit the seats. Yep, what? So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he popped this one up straight up. Knapp calling for it. And he's got it 2 away. And here is Marwin Gonzalez. So 1 ball, 1 strike to him. Good seam with the fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's the ball in the dirt. 2-2. And did he go here? And the virtual duckling has joined us. How are you doing tonight, sir? As you are here covering tonight's. And there's a ground ball to second. Oh, Mr. Duck. Well, hey, Mr. Duck. It has been a while. How are you doing?
We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0.
So 1-2-3 inning as we go to the 5th inning. Tyler Naquin due up 0 for 1 here in the game. So glad you could join us here tonight for Game 3 of the 2019 World Series here on MLB The Show between Arizona and Cleveland. And that is a tough play. Nice turn, nice play. Awesome, good to hear. So 2019, my goal is to go from A to W of all the teams city-wise. So it's begin my journey. I'm in my 2nd year as the GM of Arizona. And right now we are, as you can see, we're in the big game. The team went even 500 a season ago at 81-81. So we have greatly improved as Marte will take care of, oh my goodness, and just a bad drop by Goldschmidt at first base. They'll score that E6. The no-hitter will remain intact as we'll kind of see what happened here.
Almost had it, but it's worked out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
As that ball was coming in, and what did happen here? Well, it looked like maybe he just hit that tip end of the glove, just couldn't handle it. But here is Valdez. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's the ground ball right to Hampson at second, 2-way. So runner moves to second base. Yeah, ball dropped too soon, yep. And here's Andrew Knapp, 0 for 1 in the game. Struck out in the 3rd inning as he has a 1-2 count. And a foul ball, so yep, could have been a double play there. You are so correct. And got him swinging. So the Indians will strand the runner at second base. Shelby Miller doing a fantastic job starting tonight. So as we go middle of the 5th inning, Avila, Miller, and Hampson do up 8, 9, and 1. And here is Alex Avila. 0 for 1 and flew out in the 2nd inning. So far he's hitting 4 for 8 here in the 4 for 8 hitting here in the World Series. Ooh, a little high. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And that got away with that curve right there for Mike Clevenger. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that is Kane. What a catch out there in right field. My goodness. Looked like that thing may drop. But Lorenzo Kane, one heck of a play. And my goodness, how high off the ground he was. So 1 away, and here is the pitcher, Shelby Miller. Only 2 hits given up. As Miller, and no chance for Naquin to get to this one. So the third hit of the evening as Shelby Miller gets a nice hit tonight. So walk and then a base hit. Dang. Yep. And here's Garrett Hampson. So 1-1 strike to Garrett. Shelby Miller really no threat to run at first base. As this is going to be foul. And a souvenir for somebody. So 1-2 strikes. And did he go? No, he did not. So 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. As that will go foul once again. Even though he has some good wood on that. And there's the ball downstairs, a full count. And Kettle Marte on deck as he is really looking for a hit. So full count. Will they send Miller? And they will. Oh my goodness, swing and a miss, and he is out. Trying to steal second. It was designed to be a hit and run. But Clevenger just no chance at that one. Hampson strikes out. Now throws out Shelby Miller. We go to the 6th. And here is the pitcher, Mike Clevenger, 0-for-1 in the game. Popped out in the 3rd inning to the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base
And
hit?
there's a foul ball. So far, the no-hitter still intact, thanks to the error.
The 1-2.
And Miller, at Clevenger swing at that one. One away. So Shelby Miller really doing a great job here pitching tonight as here is Lorenzo Cain. And there's foul ball to Cutter. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And this is going to be fair. And Cain can run, so he will end up at second base. And there's the first hit for Cleveland. That's Cain. Yep, just kept working, and it finally got it to go fair. It was out, going to end up out of the zone, but tell you, good hit there. Here is Daniel Murphy. And right back up the middle. And Buxton will throw home, and Cain scores the first run for Cleveland. So 1-0, Cleveland takes the lead on that nice hit. As Miller tried to get a glove on it, no dice on that one. And that one went right up the middle. And Lorenzo Cain with his nice double. And here is Jose Ramirez.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez.
And a ball just missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. And there's a swing at the cutter, 2-2. And this young man hit 40 home runs a year ago, 39 this year.
That one, they just flew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. 2-2.
And there's strike 3 on that changeup. So 2-way. Shelby Miller really pitching well, and Ramirez not happy as he looked at strike 3. Never a good thing. And here's Francisco Lindor 0 for 2 in the game, 2 flyouts. He does have 1 home run here in the World Series. That was in game 1. And there is strike 1 or strike 2, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, Lindor would love to have their lead just a bit. And popped him up to center field. Buxton running in. Has the play 1, 2, 3 inning. Nice job, but 1 run comes across for Cleveland. The first time they've been able to lead in this series. As Marte, Goldschmidt, and Lamb due up. And here is Marte, the shortstop, 0 for 2 in the game. Struck out and then lined out. As we are in the 6th inning. And right off the glove of Murphy. So what I thought might be a sure snag at second base by Murphy just glanced right off the glove. And that will be scored a hit. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. 1 for 1. A base hit, a walk, a stolen base. 2 balls, 1 strike count to him. And right up the middle again. So 2 on, no 1 out. And Goldschmidt, just 2, nice hit there. Walked the first time, then 2 base hits. He even has a stolen base, and now full count to Jake Lamb. As this is deep, and this is out of here. Jake Lamb, 3-run homer, 392 feet, his 3rd of the postseason, his 1st here in the big game. And Arizona, just as Cleveland takes the lead, Arizona grabs it right back, just like that. This team does not stay down for long.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up
Clevenger.
You can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught
He had a pretty decent pitch there, and Jake Lamb said, no, you did not. And that ball is out of here into the stands. And Terry Francona has seen enough. Saw the lead. Started this bottom half of the inning with the lead, and now he no longer has that lead. So Clevenger will come out, as he did a decent job on the mound tonight. And here's James Hoyt, 9th appearance of the postseason, 2-0 record, 3.68 ERA. Very effective against righties, tends to get shelled against left-handers. And he also has 9 strikeouts in 7 1/3 innings of work. And here is Byron Buxton, base hit, and then was picked off first base. And there's a strike with the sinker. And Oliver Perez up in the bullpen. As he throws a slider, fastball, changeup, and a sinker. As that will slice, but Kane has it, so 1 away. So the first out of the inning, and here is Steven Souza Jr. as he walked in the 2nd inning, and then popped out to the catcher in the 4th inning. And that just missed, apparently. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's a ball with slider outside, so 2-2. Oh, got him with the fastball, so two-way. And James Hoyt, and that's his 10th of the postseason. Very effective relief pitcher for Cleveland. I mean, he does come in and make some noise. And here's Marwin Gonzalez, 3-2 count to him. And that will be a base hit. So Gonzalez reaches with two away here in the 6th inning. And that will bring up Alex Avila. Yeah, Marwin Gonzalez, I tell you, he will find hits somewhere. And here is Alex Avila, 0 for 2 in the game. And that is right to Encarnacion, the first baseman, as he'll step on the bag. 1, 2, 3 inning. But Jake Lamb with a big, and I mean huge, 3-run homer for the Diamondbacks. We started this bottom half with Cleveland in the lead. Now Arizona leads at 3-1. And welcome back, everybody. There's a line score: 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Arizona. Cleveland with 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for them tonight. They scrapped hard for that first run of the game, and then all to see it disappear on one swing. So Shelby Miller still on the mound here, really thrown well, and that's why right there, strikeout of Daquin, and a quick 1 out.
He just didn't get the bat in the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way.
And the way Shelby Miller's throwing right now, boy, it's like he'd one strike to Encarnacion, as this will foul. As this ball will go foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. As this ball will go foul.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
And this is just a very short blooper in front home plate, 2-way. Nice throw by Avila. And here's Tim Valdez, 0 for 2 in the game, fly out, ground out. As Miller and there's strike 3 with a cutter. So 1, 2, 3 inning, 2 strikeouts in that inning. Cleveland still down by 2. 3-1 Arizona. 7th inning stretch time. So Terry Francona's going to make the double switch, as he is conferring with the home plate umpire on that double switch. And that also means Oliver Perez will enter the game. 5th appearance of the postseason. No earned runs, 4 innings done, 4 strikeouts. No, not this moment. So here is Shelby Miller, 1 for 1 with a single in the 5th inning. And I mean, he is pitching very well right now.
Yeah, that when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
So walk the first time, single last time for Shelby Miller. And again a base hit, 2 for 2. Just over the glove of Murphy. So I tell you, Shelby Miller must have really taken batting practice seriously before this game, because emergency starter tonight, because T.L. Walker had some back issues, and he has gone very well tonight. Full count here. And there's a ground ball, should be 2. And it is. So 2-way. Even though Hampson runs well, that ball just did not slow down enough for him to be able to beat it out. And plus, batting from that side of the plate gives the shortstop a little bit more chance with that double play. So here is Marte over 2. Actually, he got 1 for 3 in the game.
In now, Ketel Marte.
There's a ball.
Offered that too high.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Oh, well, that's not what you want. As Marte takes a ball right to the square end of his back there. But hey, you're going to get on somehow. May as well be the most painful way. And here's Paul Goldschmidt, 2 for 2 in the game. 2 singles, a walk, stole a base, and scored a run. Came around on the Jake Lamb home run. So Marte still at first base, 1-1 count, and there's the ball outside, so 2 balls, 1 strike. So Marte going, and that is a healthy swing, and that is out of here. As Goldschmidt, his 3rd home run of the postseason. His first here in the World Series, and it's 5-1 Arizona. So the ERA now goes up for Oliver Perez as he gives up that 2-run blast as Marte was trying to steal second, and I mean that pitch was right down Main Street.
A tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the
and that ball was way up in the air. So 432 feet. I was expecting a win. And here's Jake Lamb, who last time he was up, big, and I mean big, 3-run homer. Without that, we actually just have a 2-1 ball game. As Lamb, 3-run homer in the 6th inning, 1 for 3 for him. 2-2 count to him, and that is right to the shift. So Lindor right to first base, 1-2-3 inning, but the damage has been done. That's Goldschmidt. His 3rd home run of the postseason, 1st of the World Series, and it is 5-1 Arizona, heading to the 8th inning. And here's the catcher, Andrew Knapp, 0 for 2 in the game, 2 strikeouts. As right now, Shelby Miller still cruising. And hey, just a bad swing for Knapp. So his 3rd strikeout of the evening for Andrew Knapp, and Shelby Miller just kind of chuckling a little bit like, really? He really swung at that one. So 1 away here in the 8th inning, as that one was way outside. No way to hit that thing. So right now, 100 pitches dead even for Shelby Miller right now. And he also has 9 strikeouts, 1 walk tonight. So his control has been very good. And a base hit. So only the 3rd hit of the evening for Cleveland. As Kevin Pillar pinch hitting here. Or not pinch hitting, but he came in on the double switch. So yeah, Pillar is now in left field as the double switch was made. So that means Perez moves up to the 7th spot. And here's Kane. Oh my goodness. And now the runner hustling for 3rd, and Jake Lamb just couldn't handle it. So Pillar will get in there, and things are getting a little interesting here. And here's Daniel Murphy, 1 for 3 in the game. And that will get the bullpen going. As Andrew Chafin will get up and throw in. As did he go? No, he did not. So bases loaded. Only his second walk tonight. 9 strikeouts, 1 run, 1 earned, 4 hits, 7 and 3rd innings tonight for Shelby Miller. And Torey Lovullo needs to think about what may need to happen here, because here is a very dangerous hitter and Jose Ramirez. 0 for 2 tonight, but always dangerous. Both him and Lindor of hitting the big one. And that is going to be right to dead center. Buxton with the ninth catch as Pilar will score. And Kane goes to third. And and now, because of that boot, the runner will go to second. So Ramirez will get the credit for the RBI. And it's a 5-2 game. And here is Francisco Lindor, 0 for 3 in the game, fly out in the 6th inning. So 1 ball, 1 strike count for him. And there's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need to rally, so we'll see if we can spark them here.
And there's a foul ball off the fastball, so 2-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. He might spin the win if he starts.
And just on the outside, full count. There is a base open. But I don't think he wants to. Naquin would be the next hitter if he doesn't get him here. As that will come in, and that is a base hit, and that will be 2 runs, and it's 5-4. So just how big is that 2-run homer by Paul Goldschmidt? It gives that 5-1 lead. And Tyler Naquin, 0 for 3 in the game, struck out in the 7th inning. And I think the manager has seen enough. So he's going to make the switch and bring in Andrew Chafin, his 6th appearance of the postseason, 2-0 record, 1 save. Nothing on the ERA, 5 innings, 10 strikeouts. And as you can see, very effective against lefties and righties. You don't get to see that much. Just like Cleveland rallying. Yes, you are correct, Mike. Because they did that plenty of times against us in the in our franchise series with Minnesota. And there's the ball outside with a slider. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Chafin's job is to get the guys out of trouble. And there it will go foul. So 2 balls, 2 strike. And that will go foul also. So still 2-2. Boy, excitement here in game number 3. As that ball will go foul again. Lindor at first base. And there's ball 3. And seeing if he was going to go chasing that one. So full count.
There are a lot of possible outcomes with this thing.
And got him with the fastball. Nicely done. Andrew Chafin holds the road for Arizona. As we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, Buxton, Souza Jr. So Francona making the double switch again, as Archie Bradley is up in the bullpen for Arizona. And Dan Otero, his 7th appearance, 1.80 ERA, and this will be his 6th inning of work. He's already done 5 innings, 6 strikeouts. And here is Byron Buxton, 1 for 3 in the game. Singled in the 4th inning, then was picked off first base in that 4th inning. He is still looking. Oh, what a play. My goodness, what a throw by Lindor. Heck of a stab there. As he backpedaled and pulled the Derek Jeter right to first base and got one of the fastest runners in the game. And here Souza Jr. takes his first ball of the at-bat, 1-2.
Right there is the temptation.
Seeing if he was going to chase that one.
So that may have been one where he was trying to get
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And popped. This is going to be off the wall. And no, it will not. As that hits out of here. As Souza Jr., his 5th home run of the postseason. So what a time for that to happen. We thought maybe that thing was going to come off the wall for a double, and it ended up just traveling out of here. So 6-4 Arizona.
You know, that's a huge home run.
We take another look at it. Looked like it was traveling quite a bit and then hit the back end right there. So 6-4 with 1 away, and here's Marwin Gonzalez. And just missed a sure double. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's the ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one almost in books. The story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Lo, but boy, when the weather starts to warm,
as that goes foul, so
it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate.
As again, foul ball, so still 2-2.
Another 2-2 offering.
And again, nice catch by the ball boy out there. So Bradley's going to come in either way in the 9th inning to hopefully close it out. And there's a full count now, 3-2. So Avila on deck. And as you can see on the top end, Arizona does lead this series 2-0. What a steal it would be to go up 3-0. And ball 4, so Marwin Gonzalez really battled hard in that at bat. 1-2 count start out, and then issued a walk. So Alex Avila 0 for 3 in the game. And there's a ground ball, very slow ground ball, but Murphy has it. 1-2. Yeah, that's only 2 outs.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good.
So nice play by Murphy there. Quick turn. Just everything to kind of so Walter Koo will come in as a pinch hitter, as he is batting an even 200 here in the postseason. Or he has an RBI, which he picked up in the yesterday's game 2. And 2-2. No, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that is just out of the reach of Lindor. And Walter Koo will bring in his second RBI of the postseason, 7-4 in favor of Arizona. Nice hit by Koo as he finds a way to deliver, and Lindor just out the reach of his glove. And Gonzalez came all the way around the score, so Nick Goody up in the bullpen. 2-2 count to Hampson as that ball goes foul. Walter Koo, good speed at first base. And he is humming as this will be a base hit. So Garrett Hampson, yes, as I said before, finds a way to get those base hits. And Brad Hand now into the game. 5th appearance of the postseason. 2 2/3 innings worked, 5 strikeouts. As Cleveland kind of burning through the bullpen right now. And here is Marte, 1 for 3 in the game, a single, 2 runs. Certainly has had a good game tonight. So 2 on, 2 out, and a ground ball to Lindor. He'll flip it to second, and 1, 2, 3 inning, but 1 more run. Add that to the totals. 2 more runs actually. And it's 6-4. Arizona leads at 7-4. So Archie Bradley coming in, 6th appearance of the postseason, 4 saves, 5 innings done, 7 strikeouts. And there you see the averages against lefties and righties. Just absolutely devastating when this man comes in. And here is the big, powerful man, Edwin Encarnacion, 0 for 3. Interesting note right now, if he decides to come back and play next season, he is 4 home runs shy of the 400 club. So we certainly hope, even though, I mean, the age may be a little bit of a concern, 37 years old, but hopefully he does in favor decide to return and go in for his chase for number 400 as he swings and misses there. 1-2. And got him. There's strikeout number 1 here, and strikeout number 8 of the postseason for Archie Bradley. And there's that nice smile of his, the bearded wonder. And here's Leonis Martin as he came in and played center field on that, again, double switch. So that moves up the pitcher spot to the 6th spot. The Martin, Knapp, and then Pilar if anything doesn't happen here. And there's that dangerous knuckle curve. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He can also throw a 2-seamer and that cutter, and that is going to be a base hit. So Leonis Martin reaches on base for Cleveland. So don't count them out just yet. So good hit there, and now you have Andrew Knapp, the catcher. Not the best night for him tonight, as he has certainly struggled at the plate tonight. 3 strikeouts, and he'll pop this one up. And Jake Lamb with the catch, 2-away. And Bradley looking for save number 5 of the postseason. And last hope for Cleveland, Kevin Pilar, 1 for 1, as he reached on a base hit his first time up. throws that knuckle curve. 2 balls, 2 strikes. All the hopes and dreams of Cleveland right now.
Last strike now for Cleveland.
And there's a foul ball.
39,000 on their feet.
Bradley rears back and gets him. Gets the out, gets the save. Nicely done. Arizona is up 3-0 in the series. And I mean, amazing, absolutely amazing effort tonight for the Diamondbacks as they are 1 win away from clinching this thing. And Game 4 will post no bigger than that. So Terry Francona, his team struck for 4 runs, cut a 5-run lead down to a 4-run lead, to a 1-run lead, and then they took the lead. Arizona bolted their lead to 5-1. Then they struck for 3 more to trim it to 5-4, and then 2 more runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Arizona wins it 7-4. Goldschmidt, the top hitter tonight, 3 for 3 tonight, plus a stolen base in the game, including his 2-run homer. And then Souza Jr. with his solo shot in that bottom of the 8th inning. And so, yep, Goldschmidt 3 for 3 tonight, 2 runs, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, plus a stolen base for good measure. As he is tonight's top player of the game.
Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights.
Yeah, Diamondbacks are up 3-0 right now, and just looking to, they're looking to finish this thing off in style if they can. That leads to tomorrow night, Game 4. So Paul Goldschmidt, 3 for 3, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, 1 stolen base in this game. OPS of 3.000. Excellent average. So 7-4 Diamondbacks win it. All they need is 1 more. 1 more. And they'll get their 2nd championship in franchise history. So Lorenzo Cain, 2 for 4 with a double. He scored twice in this game. Lindor, 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Murphy with an RBI. Pilar, 1 for 2. He came around and scored. Goldschmidt, 3 for 3 tonight with a home run, 2 RBIs. Jake Lamb also with a 3-run homer. And Souza Jr. with a solo shot in the bottom of the 8th inning. They gave us a 6-4 lead, and then 1 more run by Marwin Gonzalez to push it to 7-4. So Shelby Miller, what an effort tonight. 7 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned to him, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. He just started running out of gas there in the 8th inning. And then Bradley came in and closed the deal in the 9th. So very strong effort tonight. And the struggles for Cleveland continue really at the heart of the order. As Lindor did get a hit tonight. Ramirez has certainly struggled in this game, in this series in general, 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. And then he was also credited with an RBI. But even like Edwin Encarnacion, 0 for 4 tonight, just not a good night for him at all. So Lindor with 2 RBIs gives him 7, Ramirez 13, Murphy 6, Clevenger with 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. He takes a loss. He's 1-1. Hoyt, Perez, Otero, and Hand finished up for the Cleveland Indians. And for Arizona, like we said, Goldschmidt 3 for 3 tonight, 2 RBIs, a walk, a 2-run homer, a stolen base. Seems like he just did a little bit of everything tonight. Lamb with his 3-run homer, and then Souza Jr. with his solo shot in the bottom of the 8th inning, and then Gonzalez, and then Shelby Miller. I'll tell you what a job he did tonight. 2 for 2 tonight with a walk, and Koo with a big pinch hit RBI that brought in Marwin Gonzalez to extend the score to 7-4. And great job there. Souza Jr. his 5th home run of the postseason, 3rd for Lamb, 3rd for Goldschmidt. Koo with his 2nd RBI. Souza Jr. is 8th. Schmidt with his 2-run homer gives him 8 RBIs, and Lamb with his 3 tonight gives him 11. And then Souza Jr. and Marte both with errors tonight. Goldschmidt with a stolen base, and Miller on a hit and run was caught stealing. But Miller went 7 2/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 9 Ks tonight. Chafin held it with that big strikeout of Naquin. He got credit for a 3rd of an inning. Bradley comes in, gave up 1 hit, struck out the other 2, and closed the 9th inning for his 5th save of the postseason. So once again, the Arizona Diamondbacks are right there at the cusp of history. So 3-0, Arizona leads it right now in this series, and I mean they are right there. Yeah, a little scary in the 8th inning, but I knew they would take it. Yeah, no kidding. Well, I'm going to have to do the same on my end to Mike and Lady, as I am going to have to call it a night. Just remember, I will not be on tomorrow night, but I will do my best to get Game 4 done and uploaded so that you guys can see it. See if Arizona, see the rest of this series go the way it is. So Cleveland and Cleveland. So 2 more games in Arizona, as we'll see how that happens, and then possibly a day off, and then 2 more in Cleveland if it gets that far. But at this point, I really just don't see that happening. So we'll see what happens at this point. So until the next week, I will bid everybody adieu and hope you had a wonderful weekend, as I will see you guys when everything gets back to normal, as I will see you guys the next Wednesday, starting our fresh week back off again. So until then, have yourself a great evening, have yourself a great week, be safe out there as always. I will definitely get some sleep, and I hope you are as blessed as I am also. Thank you, Lady and Mike. Thank you very much. So until then, everyone, have yourself a great evening. Tell those closest to you that you love them. And as always, buckle up for safety, because we won't see you here, everybody.